still be in doubt with about 30 seconds left to go.
Yeah, it was really, really tight. Obviously, like I said before the game, Safe.Unleash coming back off the back of a pretty successful FCL, I believe, where they managed to upset Vitality, kind of the Vitality Rises, the Targets team, 3-2. So obviously they're a talented roster, and they're proving that again here against kind of a young, talented CM team.
I'm looking forward to see more of these kind of teams kind of break into the top 12, top 8, see if they can really start challenging here. One thing we've been talking about in EU COD recently is to kind of get a lot of strength and depth in the top teams that are really hype the competition up. You only get better by playing the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like you actually pointed out earlier, especially Epsilon and TCM playing each other at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, for kind of the duration of Ghost, it's kind of the kind of story of TCM and Epsilon in a way, because they've kind of featured in pretty much every European final except maybe I-50, where Epsilon didn't actually attend. So, yeah, the storylines have mainly kind of revolved around those two teams, and obviously it's good to see maybe some lesser-known teams are kind of on their way up.
Give it a spot. I agree with you there. I like the fact that we're kind of seeing new names come forward, and I'm sure in a couple of years, some of the people you're watching now will be the big names
young
in Call of
talents for
Duty.
the future. I'm quite interested to like almost know the average age of the people on that stage right now, because obviously there's quite a few younger faces. I mean, from like my own knowledge, I'm pretty sure quite a few of CheckMate are like 14, 15 years old. So, you know, in a couple of years' time, these guys could be really kind of some special
that's an
players.
interesting point, actually. You got to remember that the average age of the top players, it's been the same for so long. Just kind of seems to go up every year. It goes up by one, simply because they're the same players.
Yeah, exactly.
Who've been in the top for so long.
Yeah, it's kind of a cycle. You see like the likes of Toby, Mac, who were kind of at the top of the scene for a number of years, and obviously they've recently exited. And then if you look at the likes of Epsilon, I mean, the lowest age in that team is Josh, who's obviously 18, and then it's kind of like 18, 20, 21. It's the same with TCM, really. Obviously, I think Petey's the youngest in that team now. So
both new pickups as well. You got to remember they're the newest pickups in those
exactly.
squads.
Yeah, they've obviously had to wait for their opportunity, because a lot of these kind of upper kind of tournaments with a lot of prize money are kind of 18 plus. Well, they have been, and it's kind of frustrating for some of those younger players, such as the Mad Cats, the Joshes, who have had to wait their turn for their chance.
Well, this is one of the things here. You got to remember these guys so young, now being put in a pressure position. Not even the finals, but just to sit on that main stage and have, like I said, the crowd there all watching you. You know that however bad you or good you do, that score is going out to thousands of people watching at home. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, that was me like four years ago, EGL2. I remember my first game was on main stage, and we had kind of unrealistic expectations. We were smashing everyone online. We were the biggest online warriors going, and we were like, oh, we're going to win the event. We ended up coming 5th, but it was a learning curve. And we kind of went to our second event, and we ended up placing 2nd. So, you know, and who knows where they could be in a couple of events, couple of years.
Well, that's it. No, I mean, you're kind of the exception to the rule, I suppose. A lot of the people, you got to say, don't expect to get to the top quickly. It's not always going to happen. You are the exception to the rule. You and players like Jake currently on Infuse kind of come in and did it. And like I said, it's kind of weird because you talk about it like that, but for the reality of people, even like your ex-teammate Marky B, it doesn't happen like that.
Yeah, I mean, Marky B's the kind of the polar opposite. He kind of was stuck in that awkward position where he was kind of placing top 32 for his like first 2-3 EGLs.
Yeah.
And obviously a lot of players can get disheartened by that, because they're kind of like, oh, I feel like I'm good enough to break the top, but I'm just not cutting it right now. But obviously he's stuck with it. He's improved massively as a player. Yeah. People identified that. He got picked up by, I think it was Momo, Monksy, and it was him, Momo, and Monksy, and then we kind of snaked Monksy to TCM. Sorry about that. And then they picked up Petey and Kyle, and obviously they had a lot of success on Black Ops 2, and then we ended up snaking Marky B from them. He joined TCM, and we placed 2nd at G1.
Yes, that was
kind where he went from kind of almost in a year from placing top 32 at EGL to beating Optic at G1 and stuff like that. So
actually taking the first map off complexity and quickly at that event. I said it's kind of that massive change when you get your shot, and Marky got his, and has, I think, embraced it ever since. A lot of Marky B fans probably watching at home right now.
Yep, he's the Cinderella story of COD.
Well, let's jump on board in this S&D now. We have got the two teams currently going into it. We're going on board with the attacking team, which at the moment nobody's gone on with, as it has been ended once again. Must be a little bit of a problem on main stage at the moment. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, as we just wait for this game. But okay, let's get back to talking about the things here. So there's got to be a lot of, like you said, there's starting to be a new generation of players come through.
Yep.
What kind of advice would you give them for their first couple of events? I'm guessing don't try and place first.
Yeah, don't come in with unrealistic expectations. If you come in and think you're going to win the event, like realistically, like you're playing against players that have a lot of experience, playing under these kind of situations, and they've had a lot of experience at these events. So you're just used to kind of playing from home, and it's quite a bit different. You have to adapt to it.
What is the difference? I mean, people don't really get that. Coming here, what is the difference than playing at home? Surely it's the same game, same controller, Flux. What is the difference?
I mean, there's a whole host of factors. I mean, you're playing on a different monitor, you've got people watching you. All of these things can kind of affect, especially in a young, impressionable person, kind of affect their decision-making. And then maybe they're not as comfortable as they are at home. They don't play with the same confidence. They start playing pretty insular. For instance, in S&D, if they're used to kind of making structured pushes or playing aggressively, and then they kind of get to land and they're like, I'm really scared to lose, so I'm just going to camp, and we don't want to lose. So if you play negatively, it can kind of work against you. So all these things you kind of learn with experience, and you just got to really, ultimately comes down to the way you practice online. If that works for you, you've got to try and implement that and play the same way at LAN, because that's the way.
Fair enough. Play your own game. That's actually the very similar advice I was given on my first LAN from a...
Play confident. I've always played my best when I play confidently.
Right, let's jump into this S&D now. We're underway. And first of all, we're going on board with the Safe.Unleashed on the attack. Let's see what they can do here. I'm going to switch Oracle mode on so we can actually see what's going on. Grams is the first man on board with him. I kind of want to jump on board with him because it's sniper rifle time.
Indeed. As we can see from the defensive setup, CM have stacked red pretty heavily. I mean, they've got a guy pretty aggressive. Yeah, guy at Logs made the first pick. Oh, he's gone huge. Who's that? Oh, is it two players? All right, he's got help from his teammate. So, it's a 2v4 situation. This really should be CM's round as long as they don't get reckless and kind of give away easy picks. Yeah, Tedsy and Mystic have everything to do right now.
They do. They need a pick. If they want to get out of the situation, they need a pick. And they just they don't even have the bomb at the moment. Look at it. It's out in the open.
CM really, they should know where bomb is. They should position themselves to kind of trade the kills, even if they do get picked, as long as they don't poke out recklessly, because obviously Safe.Unleash are kind of playing pretty tentatively with snipers, etc. right now. Ooh,
he's going to get taken down. Tedsy for the 1 versus 4. No, he's put shots down now.
They know
Here
his
comes
position.
the pinch.
Look.
Down he goes.
Yep.
Easy pick there. Unfortunately, once you get shot like that, it's not going to happen. I think Safe.Unleashed are not too worried there. They know they lost the picks. They knew that it was an unwinnable round pretty much. But they're going to go on the defense and look to tie it up.
Yep.
So what do you think about attack and defense on this match here? Like I said, for me, this map is all about the first blood. It's so difficult to push on this map because of all the different windows, the corners, all that sort of thing.
Because a lot of people consider kind of defense on this map to be really heavily favored. So I think a lot of the time this map kind of really slows down unless you have a team like trying to push the tempo. A lot of the time it just turns into a pick game. But obviously look at CM, they've gone straight for this bomb plant. I love this play.
He could be taken down here though. He is going to get it before he can get it, and that's a big pick.
Yeah.
However, Hawkeye going to come in. He's now 4-0, managed to get that kill, trades it back.
It's going big.
It's going to be advantage now for CM, but they don't have the bomb. Who's that? We're going to jump on board with Mystic, actually. No, it's not Mystic. It's going to be Tedsy.
Yeah.
It's in a really good position. He's going to try and make a pick there. Unfortunately, puts shots down but doesn't make it. I mean, he's doing how on earth to get away?
CM have red control, so they picked this guy red out. If they get this bomb down now.
Easy pick for CM.
Yeah, it's just good play from CM. I'd quite like to see this go map 3, to be fair. These teams seem to be pretty evenly matched. I think Blitz would be a really good watch.
Yeah, they certainly do. There we go. There's your final kill cam. Kip up. Just had him dead to rights there. Was not able to make that. He had the advantage of cover. And I said that thermal gives you just an ability to just pick people really easy. So, jumping back on board here with CM for the attack. We can only really watch one man. No, sorry, it's not. It's going to be Safe.Unleashed for the attack. Yep. Let's jump on board with Dolby as the only kill.
Yep. Well, they've got triple donut right now. They're having a pretty rough game. See if they can kind of change their fortunes in this round. Yeah, they're playing pretty tentatively. They seem to be kind of wanting CM to come to them, but obviously, as we can see from the minimap, CM they're playing pretty defensively themselves.
It's almost like they're expecting them to rush here, and you know what I'm thinking that is?
Yeah,
I think
this is freight S&D at times, isn't it? It's just kind of gets that stalemate period where everybody's afraid to make their first move, but Kipper with a huge kill, Swifty following it up.
This is kind of like they're just feeding bodies into the grinder. There's no team play there
with
that push. They were just throwing guys at them. It's now going to be Grams in a 1v4, and he goes into a position which he's just going to get himself shut down.
This is great play from CM, but equally kind of Safe.Unleash just kind of individually just kind of got picked there in various different ways.
Well, the worst thing to me was they got picked and then another player would move forward.
Yeah, there was no kind of structured like, oh, I'm going to push here and we're going to trade this kill.
Yeah.
They kind of just pushed different alleys and got picked separately. But obviously, the French have quite a tendency to try and make their individual brilliant plays, don't they? So
they most certainly do. So jumping on board with Grams now. Let's see what he can do pushing forward. No, actually, you know what? Got to go on board with Hawkeye because he's about to rush red.
Look how
Let's see what he can do. Oh, gets
right
one.
Now. Look, they traded that kill. That was great play.
Look at Swift is going to come around. Another kill here for them. Oh, the disrespect coming in.
Wow.
Mystic is going to be left in a 1 versus 3. Oh, and he's going to get taken down as well.
Wow.
CM are ready to put the Swift 6-0 on the face of Safe.Unleash.
This is insane. I mean, CM are 1-0 down. This is their first LAN event. They're kind of tender aged, and they're rushing red, 3-man red, and they're shooting bodies.
It's a ridiculous play from them. Look at the, I mean, just look at the scoreboard there. 5-1, 4-1, 4-0, 3-0.
I mean,
double donut from Tedzie and Mystic.
This is a real momentum shift. I mean, Safe.Unleash obviously were probably quite hyped after they took the first map, but CM have just really kind of come out this map strong and just are blowing them out of the water.
Most certainly are now on board with Tedzie. And it looks like they're going for a very unconventional push. This doesn't usually happen because it can get you caught.
Yeah, CM don't seem to be watching this, but obviously they should react as soon as they hear the gate open.
They threw a stun out there.
If you look at the mini-map, look at them all changing their positions right now.
And this is going to be the problem here. You got this one that you can see the Oracle mode. And the problem they're going to have here is if they get seen, they're going to be pinned in. There's so little room for maneuver in this area.
Yeah, I mean, the key to it is picking this guy back B. If they can pick him, they get control of the B side, as we saw Jared did earlier.
Oh, they lose the first kill, lose the second kill. Tedzie now coming in a challenge as well. To try this. He managed to get one back. However, his teammate is not with him.
That was the beauty of Oracle mode there. If he just peeked to the right a bit more, he's
going to get taken down. It's now Mystic in 1 versus 3. No bomb at 22 seconds.
So far, he's 0-4. Can he pull off?
Oh, he's seen a player there as well.
I can't see this happening.
Not unless he gains some sort of superpowers here. He's got to go all the way across the map, kill the people, plant the bomb. It's going to be impossible.
Yep, he's just going to play out this round. It looks like he's just going to try and get off his donut if he can.
He's trying to look for a pick.
He seems to have missed everyone, unfortunately for him.
Wow, that was disappointing. What an anticlimax of a clutch there. Didn't take a single shot, if I remember correctly.
This was really one-sided.
So it's 5-0 now as the score. CM Kipper is 6-0.
It'd be interesting to see if CheckMate continue their aggressive stance to their attacking rounds, because every round they've kind of had some aggressive play where they've rushed the bomb plant or they've rushed red.
I feel like Swifty's going to go aggressive. I think I saw a silencer on his MTAR then.
He looks like he was going to try and do red jump, but he got stunned.
Yeah, he has been stunned, and that's unfortunately going to put paid to his action.
They've slowed this push down. There's a guy at logs though, so if they can pick him, then they can open up the push to red. This guy's second floor Owens is in a power position though. He's looking out the window at logs. Yeah.
See, one on top does not make that kill though, but he's got to call it out surely.
The smoke came clutch for CM there.
Dobby was able to pick that one up before it got too much damage. However, CM now in a bad position. That bomb is deep in enemy territory.
I like this play from Walker. This is a big play.
Come in. He needs to make the kill up here as well. It's going to be right above him. You're going to see him shooting through the floor. And it's going to be Dolby that manages to get that one. So close. It's now Mystic, though, in a 1 versus 2. He has to make this, or it's 6-0 time.
He's the last man alive again. Oh, still with 0
I don't think he saw the legs.
You might have heard him drop, did he?
No, I don't think he did.
Oh, wow.
Mystic deciding not to challenge it.
Surely, he should get this kill. Oh, wow.
No.
Wow.
Oh, no, don't do it to him. Oh, he's turned around. He's going to get teamed.
That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. He's not going to get one kill anyway. Mystic will end that on a 0-5.
Kipper doesn't even die the whole game.
Look at that scoreboard, folks. How one-sided can an S&D be? Especially when they won the first domination.
Yep. To be fair, the domination was pretty close. I mean, it came down to maybe 5 points in the end. But that's really absolute domination from CM. I mean, Kipper's had a really good series. In both domination halves, he was playing really well as well. And obviously, he's just picked up a 7-0, so he's just improving his performance right there.
Yeah, he most certainly was. So we're actually going to go all the way to the third map now. It's going to be Blitz. If I look on my little sheet in front of me, it's going to be Blitz Octane. So